Can you imagine? She thought I had Ebola.
Nora, Monie.
Because at the end of the day, everybody has a story. Like, at the end of the day, everybody has a story. Every champion has a story. Sometimes it's not all glorious and beautiful. Sometimes there's a lot of hardships in between, but you just got to stay the course sometimes and not let those things bring you down. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Such a good day. Let me turn this volume down before I get copyrighted. Oh my goodness. Woo, la 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 la. What's up? What is up, my online family? Man, I appreciate y'all for keeping up with me. There's little mosquitoes out here. I appreciate y'all for keeping up with me. Like, this is a journey. It's been a very, very fun journey. Not everything is rewarding at the time, but in hindsight, man, everything is so rewarding and fulfilling, and I'm so grateful. Today's June 27th. Is it? Yeah, today's June 27th. It's Saturday. Let me confirm that. Hold on. Yeah, it sure is. Today is June 27th. It's Saturday morning. And do I have an update? I have a huge update for y'all. So I posted recently, one of my most recent YouTube videos was me being able to go to Oregon for my first time and celebrate and just be there to support Daisy, of course, my younger sister, who is a student athlete over there at UTSA. And she made it all the way to national. So we got to support her. I got to surprise her. Excuse me, let me spit my gum out. I got to surprise her, even though the surprise was kind of ruined. Like, I don't know how, but she saw me from a distance. And so, yeah, we went out there, had a great time supporting her. But after the meet, I fell into some type of illness that was unexplainable and extremely, extremely scary. It was very, very scary. I didn't know what was going on. I had just been traveling through Africa. And there has been a little bit of outbreaks and viruses in some parts of Central Africa. And I was just in Ghana, So we were a little bit worrisome from there in respect to that. But yeah, so this is kind of what was going on. To break the story down, I went out to Oregon, supported Daisy, had the best experience there, was able to support her and be there at her very last collegiate track meet. And upon leaving, as soon as we were leaving the track, I started to have some type of shortness of breath. I started to feel very, very cold. Like, I was shivering, even though I was wearing layers. I was wearing a t-shirt, jacket, hoodie, and I was shivering cold. I started to lose feeling all through my left arm. And it wasn't like I had heart palpitations, but like my rhythm of my heart just felt off. And we were walking back to the car at the time. So even walking back to the parking lot, we had to take breaks a couple times walking back to the parking lot. And of course, me being me, y'all know me as a professional athlete, man, I should not have trouble breathing at any point. So it was very, very scary, very, very scary for us. Luckily, so much of my family are medical professionals. So I had basically a consultation with my mom, who's a nurse practitioner. Had a consultation with her right there. Good thing she was there with me, because she was able to kind of keep me calm through the situation. And I always know, if I'm around my mom, I'll be straight. She knows what to do. She knows what to do. She's been doing this for years. So I made it to the car finally, but I could not move my core, if that makes sense. Any type of core contraction would affect my chest. It felt like I had a cramp deep stuck in my chest. I don't know what the issue was. I don't know how to really explain it, but it was so painful. It felt like I had a cramp in my chest. So we were worried. We were very worried. Next thing you know, I'm on the phone with my sister, who's a doctor. And, she was trying to roll out the symptoms I had. And she kind of tied it to being symptomatic of Ebola. Can you imagine? She thought I had Ebola. So, Man, she thought I had Ebola or contracted it somewhere in my travels. You know, I could have been sitting on the plane with somebody infected or whatever. Like, it could have been showing up later on, 1.5 weeks after traveling back to the US. Like, you never know. But then, speaking with my mom, it was also symptoms of like a blood clot, which would have been very, very scary, but not as uncommon, I would say, for athletes. Like, it's actually pretty common. Like, I know one of the greatest throwers of all time, Ryan Krauser, just had a blood clot last season and opened up and closed out his season at the same time, world champs, and won the whole thing. But he was suffering a severe blood clot like for his whole season. One of the greatest of all time, Serena Williams, had a blood clot at the airport randomly. So this was like reminded me of those like times I've heard, of athletes having some type of blood clots. So I was kind of worried some of that because I knew if I had a blood clot, like, oh, I would be out for like 3 months, 6 months, like having to recover from that. So, and then that's really scary because we don't know if it came from my leg or what, and it went up to my heart or what. So we finally kind of ruled that out, which was good. I'm doing drills right now. I'm at the track trying to tell y'all stories. In my morning workout. But yeah, we kind of ruled out that it wasn't probably Ebola, but we still didn't know yet. Maybe not a blood clot. And I didn't want to go to the hospital. Like, me in hospitals, we just do not mix at all. Like, if I'm ever in the hospital, you just know it's bad. Like, I was probably unconscious on the way there if I ever have to go to the hospital. So ruled out that it wasn't probably Ebola or a blood clot at that time, but we still didn't know for sure. Got on the phone with my sister's fiance, my brother-in-law, and he was like, oh, it could be many things. The best thing might be to go to the hospital, perhaps. And then later on, we were driving to take Daisy, because this whole time we're in Oregon, right? We're headed back to Daisy's hotel. Nobody really stays in Eugene, Oregon, because it's so expensive to stay there. So we make it all the way to Salem, Oregon, where she's staying. I took some ibuprofen in the car. And by the time we made it to Salem, Oregon, like, I was able to open up my thoracic cavity like a little bit better, a little bit more. So that kind of put me at ease. I was like, okay, I'm at least breathing better than I was over there. And I knew I was like super dehydrated at the track and then from traveling and everything. So I was just really trying to replenish my water intake and everything like that. But needless to say, it was a scary situation. I got back from Oregon like the 15th or something. And I've been doing tests and trying to recover and resting. And I honestly did not know if I was going to be continuing. So obviously I'm training right now. So that's a blessing. I feel like either way it would have gone, it would have still been a blessing if I shut the season down early or if I decided to continue. But yeah, this past week I had a test every single day from an x-ray in the house. Like, a mobile x-ray person came and gave me an x-ray right in our living room. After that, I had like a EKG right there in the living room. Next day I had a CAT scan. Next day I had a CTA scan where they not only do the CT scan, but they also put fluid in through my vein. That's like a contrast so that they can see like on the, what is it called? On the computer screen. I had a D-dimer exam. I think that one would have shown if I had scar tissue from a blood clot. So that one was to rule out if I had a blood clot or not. And then after that, I had even a sonogram. I had another echocardiogram. I was just doing tests. I had a blood test and just getting pricked left and right. But yeah, I was ultimately able to recover. And I had some scary results. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they found a leakage in my heart. Yeah, leakage in my heart. Like, I never thought I would have had a leakage in my heart. But the cardiologist said that, he doesn't know how long it's been there. So it's not too concerning right now, because maybe I've been living with the leakage in my heart. This is just literally my first time ever having a cardiologist look at my inside. So that's kind of the brighter side. And then with the echocardiogram that I had, they were able to check my heart, thoracic cavity, and then move it to my lung, which revealed fluid in my lung and made it more kind of clear that it might have been some type of walking pneumonia. So not Ebola, not a blood clot, but perhaps I had pneumonia, and it was really bad, but I was able to fight it so much that I was able to hide the symptoms as well. So, whoo, I thank God for my health. I thank God that I'm healthy enough to have that type of immunity over, pneumonia and any other virus it might have been. But it was very, very scary. And yeah, so today's Friday morning. It's like 8 o'clock right now. I've been out here since 7 sharp and just finished my warm up. I'm about to get into some drills. And thankfully, I've been going the whole week. I started in the pool swimming, and then I ended up going to the gym like Monday, swimming, gym, just to do like mobilization because I was in that bed. Like I was literally bed rested and taking those appointments. And that's all I did. Bed rest, eat, doctor's appointment, bed rest, eat, doctor's appointment for like six days straight. So yeah, I'm happy to be back. The first 2 days of training, Monday and Tuesday this past week, were pretty tough cardiovascularly, but I think I've been able to bounce back just by doing so many pool workouts. Like I've been swimming every single day, basically. That's at least helped me to be able to breathe and open up my diaphragm to its full capacity. And that's something I was not able to do for a week and a half. So it's a blessing and I'm grateful. So yeah, I get to say now that, instead of making the decision to shut down the season, I made the decision to keep going and try it. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a story. Like at the end of the day, everybody has a story. Every champion has a story. And sometimes it's not all, daisies and pancakes. Sometimes it's not all glorious and beautiful. Sometimes there's a lot of hardships in between. But you just got to stay the course sometimes and not let those things bring you down. And honestly, for me, I feel like in a sense, God always does this for me. I would say for me, not to me. God always kind of does this for me. And like sometimes if I need rest, he'll show me that I need rest by giving me some type of injury or by giving me some type of like a tweak or something. Like he'll give me an illness enough to put me in the bed, but not enough to take me out completely. And I feel like since I've been able to listen and yeah, I've been able to listen and have that discernment as well that, that this is for a reason. I feel like it's given me a lot of comfort. So yeah, I hope I can encourage somebody with that. If God puts you out and you're not done for, remember that like you're still able. You just might need a break. So that's always my reminder. Even before like the World Championships in Tokyo, guess what? I got COVID. Like a week before I was supposed to travel, I got COVID. And I just think, honestly, God probably just gave me that because he didn't want me to burn out by the time that I got there. Because sometimes that happens to me, like nearing the end of the season, like I'll start to burn out before I'm supposed to really get to the pinnacle. Right before I hit that top, I'm like burning out. But it's like, nah, there's more. I just might need to fall back a little bit, rest a little bit, and then get back to it. So that's where I am right now. Training for the Commonwealth Games. We have 4 or 5 weeks-ish to go. Today's the 28th, and I'll be competing on the 28th. So really exactly a month from now to train and make it happen, Finals is on the 30th. So yeah, I got those 2 days in July to see what all this training right now equates to. And I'm just grateful that I have so much like behind me. Like I had a really pretty good season this year. I haven't had a PB yet, but the season has been numerically a lot better than other seasons. So I'm very grateful for my health, very grateful for just seeing that there's light at the end of the tunnel, regardless of what's going on. So yeah, that's about it. That's my little update. Commonwealth Games is in Scotland in July 2026. And God willing, I'll be there and able to perform at the best of my abilities. Alrighty.
Nora Money.